You never want to do anything. The only thing you do here is the audio, the engineering, the live switching. What else am I missing? See, you don't even do anything.
I don't do anything.
Yeah. Are we live?
We are live.
All right. How is everybody doing? Snooze Room.
Doing good.
The music is back, and now it's gone. Snooze Room, how's it going? We are back. The date is April 3rd, 2 days after April Fool's. This is going to be coming out probably a little bit longer than that. You're either seeing this the week of the next or the week of the next. Doesn't matter. How are you guys doing? It's been a while. I have a very, very cool guest right now that I'm looking at right here. They're in the room. Hello, hello, hello.
What's up?
Andrew, is it clipping? Is it clipping the microphones?
I think there might be a little bit.
A little bit of clip. Okay, we'll keep going, and if we got to restart, we'll restart. But hopefully it doesn't come to that. But in case you're listening to this on audio or you're just blind and you can't see, to which, don't worry, I'll explain who's here. Then you already know who's here, and you've seen him before and you love him. They got a show coming up this Saturday. By the time this comes out, it had already happened, so last Saturday. But if you're watching this in the present of your present, this Saturday, coming up at Soma, they got an album coming out. They got a fucking busy month. I'm talking about Bug-Stomp. Bug-Stomp, how is it going?
Definitely going good.
Yeah?
Definitely going good.
So you guys earlier were telling me you guys stayed up pretty late. Why don't you tell the fans about that, about our sleeping habits?
Well, we, got to get the mixes right for the album, so we all met up at like 12 and just got everything done. Going through the mixes, doing the car checks, going checking everything, put it in the distribution company and typing up everything and entering it in so they can get out at the right time.
So they're already like launched.
Yeah, they're ready to go. They're locked and loaded.
Right. You guys use a DistroKid?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. You guys have got it. You guys are veterans at this point. So how much of it was done before last night, or are we procrastinators in the sense?
Definitely.
It was like right there.
Yeah.
It was like 90%.
We were like right at the end for that last like stretch. It definitely took a lot of time to get the other stuff done though. Like a lot of time.
Well, when you say other stuff, what are you talking about?
Just like everything, like recording. We have to do drum tracks. We had to get like drum mics for that. And then we have to go up to like a vocal booth, which is like in Fullerton. So we have to like...
Really?
It's a lot of preparation for that
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
so
A separate thing just for vocals.
Yeah.
For me, I would say that from what I understand, like vocals are like the easiest things to do. Wouldn't that be the most convenient to, like, if anything you had to outsource, it would be the drums.
It is pretty like... It is probably the easiest thing to do. But the tech and like what you use is very important in like the mixing and stuff for vocals.
Really?
So we have just like a little vocal booth up there that we use.
And
Yeah.
It's like it's yours, or?
Yeah.
It's like ours.
So what are your connections up in Fullerton? Did you guys like, is that where you guys are originally from, or is it just?
That's where I go to school.
That's where you go to school?
Yeah.
Is it the school?
Well, so I used to go to Fullerton. I used to go to CSUF, but I just transferred to MI. So now I'm going to school LA, but I still live in Fullerton.
Nice.
But that's like I have my roommate there, and we share an apartment. So we put together a music room because both of us are musicians.
So do you come out? Do you commute down here for the band?
Yeah, each week.
So
like
for
half
tonight.
day, half. Yeah.
So you came down yesterday, mixed, spent the night, and did
this
as
week
well.
was a little different because it's spring break right now. But normally it's like school during the week and then come down for the weekend.
So you have family down here in SD, and
Yeah.
then you go. Okay. When are you graduating?
I graduate. I mean, now that everything got all screwed up from the transfer, I think it will be 2027.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We got a little bit to go, but
Yeah.
we're coming up on it. That's nice. Yeah. How old are you guys? The last I asked that because the last two bands we had here was Sound Cookie and Kook, and they're like the combined average of them is like 16. So are you guys like?
We're us three. We're 18. Garrett
And I'm 20.
Yeah.
Really?
We got Unc over here.
Dang. I mean, if he's don't call him Unc because that looks bad for me. I'm 21, so that means that there's a whole bunch of shows left, or a whole bunch of venues that you guys can't even do. Like the Casbah.
Oh no,
We've
We've
played
done
it
them
though.
before.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
and they gave you all the outside treatment.
What they
Yeah.
do for venues like that is you just have to like stay outside.
Yeah.
Then you're allowed to play, and you have to go like right back outside.
Yeah. My band has two. Like we got a 20-year-old and 19-year-old. And yeah, it's not fun. Not fun at all. You know?
Yeah, it is hard getting into like the bars and all that
Mhm.
stuff because they just don't even want to deal with it.
No, they don't. It's a liability,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate because it doesn't. Like a place like the Music Box where you said you guys played. Did they give you a hard time as well?
It was like there was like a little bit of resistance, but it wasn't bad. It was pretty easy.
If you guys want to move the microphones closer, I really want to make sure they hear you guys.
Yeah.
'Cause the Music Box is also like a 21 plus event.
Yeah,
is
they definitely they have like all the well they'll do the X's on your hand.
Yeah,
To like check it. Yeah.
I got you. Well, to get back on topic, I think like the last project you guys did that was in 2024. Is that correct? Am I
I
mistaken?
think so.
That would be Trash Angel's last one, right?
Yeah, trash
Is
it.
that right?
Last song,
Yeah.
And then was the last album was that Mess Hall?
Yes.
That was in
Yeah.
2023.
Yeah.
So this is anticipated. A lot of people are waiting for this.
Yeah.
I would say so because I wish I'd seen you guys a few more times, but I remember at that last gig, I feel like those songs that I heard at Soma, like I wasn't able to find those on like a good chunk of them. I'm
Yeah.
assuming a lot of those
They're
are,
basically all like that's all.
We've been
That's
playing
all-
like
yeah,
our
that-
album songs for the past like year.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they've been getting worked up in the studio for like a while now.
right. I mean, at that point, like people, I'm sure like your fans are fucking eager as shit. They're just like, wanna
I
get
hope
it.
so.
I mean, of course they are.
I hope they love it. I hope it comes out good.
Are you nervous?
I'm nervous, but I'm excited
Yeah.
because it definitely is. It's much better production than the other projects.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited about that.
But you guys mixed it yourselves, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything was done at home.
Who's the expert? I feel like
Definitely Garrett.
Garrett. Are you studying audio engineering or is it just a passion for you?
My main major is going to be guitar performance, but
Okay.
I'm doing like a double major for the
Yeah, yeah.
production side. So yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Fuck, that's so cool. I always push bands to go in that direction because, especially for new bands. I mean, you guys have been doing this for a good amount of time now. When were you guys founded?
May 2023.
Okay, so a good amount of time. You've been through the circuit. But I always tell newer bands, like, if you can invest the money now to sustainably record your own music, mix and master it at home, whether that's like a grand to $2,000 to get just the microphone, the 8-track, everything you need, I think that's like the best way to go because not only is studio time expensive, but if you don't know what to do when you're going in there and you're just going in there blind, like, yeah, it's really good resources, but you can waste a lot of hours, valuable hours, just not knowing what you're doing,
Yeah.
not having a plan.
That's totally true. DIY is definitely the way to do it.
It's the way to do it, and it's sustainable because once you have the money to do it, you just do it. But the issue is like, it's a crapshoot of quality for the first time. But I don't know. I think a lot of bands, it's like when they form, they want to sound like their idols. They want to sound like the top stuff, and they don't realize that, they may sound great live, but getting that to audio is a lot more complicated. It's
Oh, yeah,
not just
definitely.
capturing it. I realized later, like, it's the energy, it's everything. It takes a really good audio tech to do that, and every band has been there where like your first project is done and you're like, that's done. What else? That's mastered. And you're like, I wanted to sound better than that, but you just got to release it and then just try and change it.
Yeah, I definitely during a recording process, like perfectionism can be a thing that's definitely really like apparent in what I like see and view in the music.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely like it's easy to pick apart stuff that I don't like in comparison to like looking at how I can make it sound better instead.
Yeah.
It's easy to do that.
It's really discouraging, and I think it's kind of inevitable to feel like, man, like it doesn't sound like how I want it to, because it doesn't. But I think I always steer bands as like, if that's as good as you can get it, just release it. If we're going the re-recording route and then the remixing route and that's how bands end. Like that, there's you know,
Yeah, you just get stuck in the loop. And it never goes anywhere.
it's dreadful, and it's
Yeah.
like it's doing this is a momentum game, and you're losing momentum when you're not releasing, and you want to write new stuff, but you're trapped with the old stuff. It's like, fuck, we can't do the new stuff until we get this shit out of the way, and then it's like next thing you know, it's a year or two, and there's just the fatigue, and it's like we just got to get it out, and you just feel like you wasted time, and it didn't sound as good. Like best thing you do, record it, mix it, master. Doesn't sound good? Fuck it. We'll do better the next one. People don't want to hear that. You know, people want to, you know, be proud of what they do. But if you're doing a DIY, you kind of have to put up with that.
Yeah, it's all about the progression.
Yeah.
I think it's still like it's struggling when you're trying to get it to be that perfect image you see, but at the same time it's like it is nice to look at it and be like, you know, like it is kind of raw in some ways, but it's cool because it shows the time that we were in and you know where we were at that point.
Yeah. I was listening to Mess Hall earlier today, and it's really good. I mean, the production, I can tell it's DIY, but it sounds really good. But I'm really a fan of the composition. I mean, it's very, it's not, how would I say, it's indie, but it's very somber. I guess you would call it shoegazy. I guess shoegazy would be more loud. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm talking about. But I really liked it, and it's very somber. Is this new project kind of have that tone of kind of sadness and somber, or is it a different tone?
It definitely has. The thing I like about this album is it's more diverse in genre. There's like a lot of different songs that have a lot of different like feelings to them. So I'll say yes, there are a lot of songs that are that what you're describing, but there's also a lot of songs that are like different.
Because I feel like when I saw you guys live, it was a bit more upbeat, if that's the right word. I feel like there was a bit more variety, and maybe that's just the translation to a stage environment. I felt like, and then I just remember the feeling of like listening, and I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm depressed. I'm just like listening to this shit. And I'm like, I didn't feel like this when I saw them. I mean, it was good. It's really good to feel those emotions. But I'm wondering, like, I think they kind of they cheered up a bit with these new songs.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I'm fucking excited to hear it. I mean, I called Andrew 2 days ago, and I was like, hey, are you free this Thursday? We're gonna do an episode. And he's like, yeah, let's do it. Who do we have? And I'm like, I got Bug-Stomp. And he's like, I love Bug-Stomp, dude. And I'm like, what?
That's
I never saw
awesome.
Bug-Stomp with you. And he's like, I know them. How did you find out about them, Andrew? I didn't even get to the bottom of that.
I just saw like one of your flyers. It was like a Soma post, and the music on it was just so gas.
We were listening it before you got here. And I remember Brandon was like, who is this? I'm like, that's Bug-Stomp. They're coming in today. And he's like, nice. Apparently, it wasn't good enough for him to miss the Minecraft movie, which is what he did.
Priorities, he got his
acceptable.
priorities straight.
He's got his
Yeah,
priorities.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's still young. Oh fuck, you guys are younger than him. Fuck, dude. Oh my god. Wow, being 21 in this scene is brutal. But really interesting. By the time people see this is already passed. But this Saturday, from when we're recording, last Saturday, if you're watching, you guys are gonna do a live set. Are you gonna be able to keep that live set and release it on your Spotify? Do you know if that's?
I think so. Like
Yeah.
I've seen bands that have done the amplified like live set and put it on their Spotify. I don't know if we're gonna do it because it would be like close to our album and we already have like the
Yeah, maybe
recordings that we spent
Just
time
pocket
on.
it.
Yeah, maybe hold on to
Hold
it.
on to it.
Give it a little give it a run later down the road.
Yeah, you can really. I mean, well, you could have it being like an exclusive thing.
I was about to say like a deluxe edition.
Yeah.
Having it be an exclusive thing. What you could do is, I'll give you some marketing tips that I've thought about. What you could do is have it be like a CD copy, and that's the only way people can listen to it.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
If you want to listen to it, you got to get the CD, so the diehard fans have something. Be like, I have this shit. Or you can, I don't know. I don't know if bands are using Patreon. I mean, I don't know any band that uses Patreon. I guess you could, but I don't know. That's up to preference. But I gotta add, I will say this is the first time seeing you outside of the green, the classic green. What's the
Yes,
monkey
dude.
called? He has a name.
Paul Frank.
What's his name?
Paul Frank.
Paul Frank.
Yeah.
Who's that? Is that like Gap or something, or is that like?
I actually have no idea. I
Can we-
think it's like a brand or something, right?
Everybody at home knows exactly because you wear that shirt everywhere. It was, and it's like, here's the thing: is like, if you want to pull up Paul Frank for the people at home, I mean, they probably know what it is, but it's this little monkey guy. I didn't even know he had a name. There he is. It's literally that green shirt. That's the one you wear.
That's the one.
Yeah. So literally, I'm sure you've seen bands and then you see them on the stage and they have like their getup. Like we had Kook and they came here in the getup. They wear like the white with like the little tie and then the sunglasses. That's what Huddy wears. And I even dressed up like him to, kind of mock him on the show. Okay. But I'm sure if I saw him at the grocery store, he'd be wearing just, what he normally wears. But I thought it was so funny because I ran into you guys at the Taco Bell up in San Marcos, which was crazy. I was like, what the fuck? I've seen these guys. And it was just so instantly recognizable because you're wearing that shirt. I thought that was fucking hilarious.
I just dress like that all the time.
So this is cool. Unless you have it underneath, in which case that'd be fucking hilarious. But yeah, so that's really cool. I wasn't even aware that there's people like doing those live set recording things. And they're not going to charge you or to keep it?
We don't know yet, but I don't think
it's going to be
That's
charged, 'cause
amazing.
we got invited on, so I'm
That's
not
great.
sure though.
I'm going to try and make it out to that if I can. If not, well, then I'm going to hopefully hear the live album. But, and the Soma gig we got coming up, there's Messy Hera. They were on the show. Great. Rickety Cliffs on the show. Great. Microblades, we're going to have them on the show. That's a good one. I mean, Soma always does well. Soma's great. White Collars are on there too. We haven't seen them in forever. White Collars, we got to have you back on. And then we have this. Have you guys confirmed the show for the week following, the one I suggested to do?
We're in it, but we haven't done advertising for it yet.
Okay. Well, we'll do it here because that's a fucking really good one. By the time people see this, that's coming up. Man, have you guys heard of Speaking Explicit? Have you guys seen any of those
kind
stuff?
of recognize that.
Yeah.
That's a name of a band or a venue?
It's this guy. His name is JJ. How you doing, JJ? Really chill guy. I met him at one of the last shows, and it was like Audrey. Audrey was playing that one, and it caught me so off guard because we just went there randomly. Because I'm really good friends with Reese, who's the bassist for Rickety Cliffs and Audrey, and I went with him there, and Andrew went with me. Evan was there, and it's this house in I don't know, Lake Vista, where they have the big plots of land. I don't even remember how we got there. It was really dark, and it's his backyard, and it's literally like a house party.
Oh, that's
with
awesome.
Was Kook playing on that?
No. I don't know if Kook ever did one of those, but it's up in Vista, and he has a backyard. There's DJs playing. He has bands playing. This time there was a bunch of rappers, and the turnout is always crazy. There had to be 100 people at the last.
I think
one.
I saw a story post of this.
Yeah.
It sounds familiar.
There was 100 people there. And I'm like, this is a really good turnout. He's like, this is the lowest turnout we've ever had. I'm like, are you serious, dude?
Wow.
It's if you're 21, it's $5 to get in, and it's the fridge is fully stocked with beer, and there's free food. It's really, really cool. And Snooze is gonna be doing media for them, which is gonna be a whole sort of Channel 5 kind of vibe there. So we're really excited, and I'm like, and he hits me up, and he's like, we don't have a headliner. And I'm like, well, I'll throw out some bands, I'm like, 12 Gauge Trixie, they're great. Kook, and they're like, yeah, 12 Gauge Trixie's on tour. Kook is, they're not really the vibe. We kind of don't want to go so heavy. And I'm like, I just saw Bug-Stomp at Taco Bell. You got to get these guys. And I'm really excited for you guys to see that. I mean, we're all going to be there. We're literally going to interview there too. So that's something that you guys are going to love. But I feel like I'm talking a bit too much here. And truthfully, people don't really want to hear me talk. I want to know what's going on with you guys. I want to know, where are we at as a band? I mean, we're coming up on the 2-year anniversary, right? Because you guys started 2023 in May, so 2-year anniversary. How do we feel with that milestone coming up?
I think good.
That's good.
Because I wanted to have an album out by our senior year, which is we submitted it, so it's happening. So I'm happy where it is.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, good God, let me think. So if the first album released in 2023, is that right?
Yeah.
You guys were 16 when that released?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really impressive. Jesus Christ. How did you do that? How did you have the resources for that? That's incredible.
Just being bored during the summer, basically.
We would
And
just
Garrett recorded it
Yeah.
and produced it too. So.
That was the first full project I ever really produced was with these guys, and I wasn't even in the band yet, but I helped them with a couple like tracks laying down. So I actually do play guitar on like 2 of the songs on that EP, but I wasn't quite in the band yet.
Was it a 3-piece before, or was there another?
It was a 3-piece.
It was a
just them
3-piece.
three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Damn. So what? Why did you guys want to reach out and get a guy like Garrett? Or was it because you had Garrett in mind, or was it like we need someone and he happened to?
I mean, it was more just like he was kind of there and he helped out a lot. It's just like we might as well, you know.
Yeah.
And it also improves the sound a lot. I feel like it adds so much more like diversity in like the music. What we can do with 4 people compared to with
You want
3.
to talk in the mic?
Yeah, I'll
You talk so quiet already. No one's gonna hear you. What? So, were you guys like playing and you're like, we kind of want to beef up the sound?
It started off as we were just like jamming and like trying it out, and it just ended up working. So, yeah.
Jake had a couple riffs that he wanted to like play with me, and so he texted me, and I was like, okay, I'll do it. And then later on, we told Luke about it, and we actually saw a concert. It was Sun Shower. I'm not sure what the other bands were, but we saw them at like Hoover House, and then he was there too. He was like, "Oh, that seems really cool. Can I join your guys' band?" And we're like, "Yeah, sure." And then just like worked out.
That's you just asked.
Yeah. I mean, wait, you guys are talking about the 3-piece right now?
Yeah, Luke.
Yeah.
Luke joining.
No, the story is fun. They just started playing out of nowhere. All of a sudden, Luke singing, playing bass, and it just worked. I remember I heard it for the first time, and I was like, wow, like, there's a lot of raw talent going on. And
Yeah.
I was like, this band is, like, awesome because
It's
they
the
just
magic.
started up and started, like, rolling immediately.
Yeah,
That definitely inspired me a lot, too.
that's just the magic you get in the room. That's like what you want to capture on record. That's what you want to capture on stage. Sometimes it's hard. It just takes, repetition.
Yeah.
But, fuck, I had a really good question. And it slipped on by. Shit. Fuck. What was it? It'll come back. Hold on. No one talk. I lost it. I lost it completely. But it was something about fuck. God damn it. Anyways, so what are you guys inspired by? What makes you guys go? Like as far as like artists.
I think all of us have, like, different
Yeah.
kind of backgrounds we came from.
Classic, of course, yeah.
But,
I don't think I've ever met a band where it's like, well, we all like AC/DC.
yeah.
And that's all we want to do.
Yeah. No, I'm like big on like 80s. That's where I started, is all like the 80s big, like, kind of flashy guitar. And
Glam?
that's like where that's where like
Really?
the roots are. Yeah, my favorite guitarist is Steve Vai, and he's like one of the like
that is
shredders
pretentious.
and stuff. So yeah.
Oof, that is a pretentious take. I mean, it's not like a hot take. I mean, I'm an Eddie Van Halen guy myself.
Yeah.
But fuck, Steve Vai could shred. Really, I don't really hear that at all in the Bug-Stomp sound.
I try to get it in as much as possible, with the genres.
Right.
It's like you gotta capture the whole sound, and as much as I love the 80s, they definitely do go a little up top with the guitar and a little overboard. So I think I try to focus as much as I can on how to help the song rather than just taking over the song.
Where does that name come from, Bug-Stomp? Whose idea was that? Because that is a good
that was
name.
mine.
That'd
Really?
be Jake.
I just had like a list of like random names that I thought sounded cool, and then we just went with Bug-Stomp, and then we were gonna change it after the first EP, but
Yeah.
we just didn't, and then I guess it kind of.
Oh, you were thinking about changing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were gonna be called. What was it, like Stereo Junkie or something?
That was the one
Yep.
before Bug-Stomp,
Mm.
and then we were gonna change our name again after Bug-Stomp.
What that tells me, and I might be completely off, but that tells me that there were some people who are like, I don't know if I fuck with Bug-Stomp. Who was the most apprehensive about it? Was it you?
I think it was me.
It was you? What?
At first, I didn't hate. I didn't like it. I remember he was like texting me different band names he thought of, like Stereo Junkie. No. Bug-Stomp. No. And then he was like, "Oh, my guitar teacher really likes." I was like, "Okay, all right." I mean, I'm not gonna.
But you were of the opinion like, let's just do it. We need a name now.
Yeah, I was like,
We
you know
need-
what? It's fine.
We
Maybe
need
I'll
one
just
now. We have a gig
Write it
coming
out,
up.
see what happens.
Right, and then you're like,
It ended up being good though.
I mean, I think it's a great name. I've definitely met some band names with really shit names, and I tell them like, that's a fucking terrible name. I'll give you an example. The Rickety Cliffs. I'm really good friends with them. I never pass up the opportunity to tell them I hate that name. I never do. And a lot of people are like, that's fucked up. And it's like, well, yeah, but they're my friends. I feel like I don't know, but I like the name. And who was it? Always with the little dash. Or was that
Yeah.
negotiated?
It gets lost in translation a lot, and it never shows up on flyers.
It's fine with me. I don't
because
like
the font
it as
that we
much.
use too is like really weird.
But is it essential the dash? Is it like
Yes, it's
to be
it's
essential?
essential.
Why?
Just is. It's
We
part
all
of the
agreed on
brand.
it. We all said we want the dash.
Yeah.
And only the dash.
Was that part of your negotiations? Like, fuck, I don't like Bug-Stomp. I don't care about your fucking guitar teacher. But if we're gonna do it, there better be a goddamn dash.
Yep, it better be bug.
And he's
stomp.
like, I don't really fuck with the
fine, I
dash,
guess.
but fuck, I'm not going with Stereo Junkie. You got to do it. Is that how it went? Like the fucking Apprentice. Just, Dude, I've been there. I've been. It's so grueling coming up with a name. Like just like months and months, and it's like 3 people like it, and then there's just one that doesn't, and I'm just like,
That one will weigh you down so much. It's like, gosh, is it terrible? Like, you start thinking about it, and any name will sound terrible to you when you really start digging
right,
at it.
right. It's like bands get so hung up on it, and I tell them you just got to pick one, but I know what it's like when you just hate your own band name. But I don't think any of you guys hate Bug-Stomp.
No, not at
It's
all,
a good
yeah.
name. I fucking like that name. I'm a sucker for like compound like kind of words that are just like 2 syllables, bang bang.
That's what I was trying to do. I wanted to have like a 2-word
yeah,
name.
like Bug-Stomp, Blair Gun. Who else is like an example of that? One name bands are good too, like Nirvana, but like Radiohead. Oh, there's so many head bands though. There's so many.
Fiddlehead.
Fiddlehead, Diamond Head, Machine Head, Motorhead, Radiohead.
Yeah.
So it's kind of drawn out, but I love that's good. Like Green Day, very simple. So I don't love it, but it's great. Oh, but Deftones. Oh, that's a good name. I feel like I'm just talking to myself right now. That's why I feel like.
No, Deftones is a sick name.
Yeah.
I've always thought that one was super cool.
Yeah. But that's it. I honestly, you might like these people making flyers be like, we're dropping out of this gig unless there's a fucking dash. Like, I'm not. Put that in there right now. It's like, the flyer's already done. We can't do anything about it. No, you got to put it in right now. There's no way we're doing this gig.
It's part of it, bro.
Yeah, that's
You know,
not.
It's
gotta
part
be
of
there.
It's a different
It's-
band.
Put our foot
Without
down.
that dash,
Yeah.
it's a different band. That's not us playing.
Is there another band called Bug-Stomp without a dash?
No.
Oh, that's the worst. For me, it's like when I'm like, I think of a really good band name, and then I look it up, and there's like 5
yeah.
already. It's like,
Sucks.
fuck,
Yeah.
dude, really?
There's-
That's what we did.
every name's been like taken now. It's crazy.
Yeah, every name. And it's like, well, this band hasn't released music in 5 years and they have 2 monthly listeners, but it's like, I don't want people to look up on Spotify and just see that. That's the
Yeah.
worst. That's the fucking worst feeling ever. But, as far as diversifying, what do you guys want to do? Because it's like a lot, like, for example, like Snooze Room, we did this because being in bands, it's like you do 2 things. It's like you release music and you play shows, okay? This is just one other thing. Oh, we can do a podcast, okay? That's that. But other than that, what do you guys want to like branch out on? Is there anything like caught your mind as far as
Definitely merch more. I want to go further into that.
Yeah.
what kind of merch?
Just like shirts, like anything, stickers. I want to make stickers.
Yeah,
Like,
anything cool we can think
Yeah.
of. Just building onto that.
Right. Is there anything out of the box like besides? Because every band has shirts and stickers. Like keychains.
I've
or
been
something.
thinking about like some green candles lately.
Green
I know I
candles?
haven't even
There
told
we
them
go.
yet, so this is the first time they're hearing
Okay,
it. But I'm
tell
like,
me about green candles.
well, I don't know. I've thought of that. I've thought of like all sorts of just random things you could just get, like a random thing that's easy
Yeah.
to print a logo onto, but then also find a way to stylize it. Just
Yeah.
anything like that. I feel like anything like a candle, for example, is just easy
you
to
would make 'em?
make, and then you can put the logo on them and stuff. But then again, I got that idea from a friend, so I can't be stealing it from him.
Well, just tell him like, can I steal that? If he's
Well,
your friend.
maybe I'll work on it with him. Maybe
You
we
can
could
make them bug
get it
scented,
together.
or maybe
Yeah,
not,
I
maybe
was
not.
thinking about it. What if we get like bug repellent spray, just capture the fragrance of it?
But are you guys one of those bands that like want to like take the name of the band literal and have that be the gimmick, or is it just a name and you just make it what it is? Because bands go down.
I think it's just a name.
Yeah.
We don't really make it our personality.
I think people make it our personality. Like
Yeah,
for
they do it
us,
more than us,
There was
Yeah,
like
they
the
do
bug
it
stomp,
more.
bug stomp.
Right,
I never
right,
really
right.
thought of like
What's that? What's the
The
bug
actual-
stomp? Bug stomp.
where they're like, they always have like jokes.
Oh,
of, like,
yeah,
stomping
they'll
on a
stomp
bug
their
and stuff like
feet,
that.
bug
They
stomp.
take it
Will they do
really
that
literally.
live at the shows?
No,
No, it's
not
just
while
like
we're like playing,
to
but if we
us.
like talk to them after,
Yeah.
we've had that
Oh.
a couple times.
There you go. That's cool. Because
Yeah.
I know like the kelp heads, like they'll do sometimes like that ocean theme.
Yeah.
You know, where they could have gone the route of just like it's just a name. It has nothing to do with, like whatever big band like fucking that has like just like a literal like word.
Oh, like Soundgarden or something.
Sure, Soundgarden or like snot. Like they're not
Snot.
like they're not like booger. You know what I mean? That's just like a name. You know, I feel like the gimmick thing is very tempting. 'Cause it's like it's immediate and it's like it has to go with the name and it's like people like
Doesn't take a lot of thinking. It's easy.
doesn't take thinking and it's like you know what it's something that the audience will immediately grab onto, but now we're pigeonholed.
Yeah, now you're stuck,
You're stuck.
under that image. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we've talked about, different like ideas, and we've even come up with different album arts over this album, thinking about different names. And we were thinking of like praying mantis, like stepping on people rather than
okay.
people stepping on Bug-Stomp to
That's
try
cool.
to kind of change the meaning. But that was just to mess around. That's not like a theme we would like
Yeah.
stick with and run with forever. But yeah, we've like messed with it a little bit.
It's always a tough balance, you know. Like recently, my new band that I just started, shout out Overpour, that came out because I'm a bartender, and it's like that's like a phrase we use a lot. It's like, hey, this drink's strong. I overpoured it. It's an
Yeah.
overpour. Okay, so I loved that name. It wasn't taken. We love it, but it's like, do we want to be like the drinking band? And at first, I'm like, yes. Let's be the drinking band. Let me do bottle slams on stage. We'll be like, and we're like, yeah, we all like to drink. But then recently, like, the whole band went sober. And now it's like, what do we do now? And it's like, well, we can just shotgun non-alcoholic beers. And it's like, oh,
That
fuck
works,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. So, it's crazy because it's like one thing you start your identity because you're one way, and then how quickly that can just switch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that happens. But you guys are so young. You guys are in high school. You guys are graduating this year. That's awesome. That's incredible. I'm graduating college this year, so I'm definitely fucking unk. But it's okay, How hard is it to navigate being in a band, but also high school's grueling. You're there 5 days a week. I'm sure when you started, were all of you guys driving? I'm sure there were some of you that weren't driving.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah.
How I've been there before. I'm sure Why don't we talk about that? What is that experience like? What are the hardest parts of being like a young student having to be in a band?
It's definitely like, I would honestly say it's pretty easy to navigate.
Yeah.
I have my school, I go to work after, and some days I'll just do like a quick set with the band after my work.
Yeah.
Like the schedule is not that bad. Sometimes it does get a lot with like planning, specifically like shows and stuff, but it's manageable.
And I gotta ask, this is always a touchy subject. This is like going to a married couple and talking about prenups, But this is this is always a touchy subject, especially with bands in your age group. Is there ever worry or like nervousness as far as like people like leaving for college? Or are we all kind of on the same page of like staying in town?
It's definitely something that like we talked about because like it's at a point where we're gonna have to like choose between stuff.
Yeah, it's a huge decision.
Yeah, it's kind of still up in the air, like depending on what the situation is for everyone, I guess.
Have you guys thought because I know bands that do this. We're talking about Dead Rosetta. Dead Rosetta did this where, their guitarist Max Castro, he goes to Chico State, and anytime he gets a chance to come into town, they'll do a show when it's like spring break, Thanksgiving break, winter break, over summer, and he's at the point now where he's going to graduate, and now he can come back and do his thing here. So it is definitely doable.
Yeah.
I mean, have you guys thought about okay, well, if I move out of here, are we going to keep it going like this? How is it going to look like? Are we going to keep it more casual? It's a tough discussion, but it's definitely one that me being in a band at your age, I had to go through that, is it makes you consider like, where we're at. You guys have a good following that you built sustainably. You guys are doing shows. It's one thing if your band just isn't picking up, but you guys are doing really good. I mean, it's definitely crossed your mind, like, this is what I want to do. This is, like, my forever project.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it'll be different for, like, everyone in the group. I definitely want to stay. I like being in the band. It's just, like, something to do, something to, like, put my effort towards. Yeah, that's my reason for staying, I guess, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm already in college, so I already
Yeah,
made
you're
that
in
decision.
Yeah. Well, Fullerton's not that far. I mean,
No, it's not bad at all. Yeah, that
it's-
was the choice because I was in a band before I made that decision too, and I was staying down for them as well.
right.
So it ended up working out with Bug-Stomp. But
Well, it helps you get family here.
yeah, 100%.
So it's like weekends, you got a place to stay.
Yeah,
It's like it would suck if you didn't have a car.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. The trains back and forth would not be fun.
Have you tried that?
I have taken the train a couple times.
I've never taken the train. What's that like?
It's honestly fun if you keep it in just like rare occasion. It's fun to just ride in it, look out the window, and just kind of stay near like the coast and doing all that stuff.
How much is it? How much is the ticket?
I think it's like $30 there and back.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
How much would that Uber be? You know what I mean?
I've no
Yeah,
clue.
it would be
More,
terrible.
definitely
more. Really? That's all it takes just to go from LA to North County?
Yeah, but I think that's with a like, I don't know exactly what it's called, but like like a subscription to like the companies.
Yeah.
So it's cheaper like that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. It's like a bus pass, but for the train.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever see like weird characters on the train going?
Well,
Especially-
I mean, it's hard to miss it sometimes, but yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely like a couple of like people who'll be like, like
just-
you look a little on edge. Like it's like a little worrying sometimes when someone like, comes on and they're like they'll sit like it's like a whole open thing
Yeah.
too, and they'll sit like right next to you, and they'll have like
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, we got the trolley down here, and, I'll take that because I go to San Diego State, and I'll take it to go to Petco Park, and, man, going back, fuck, there's so many crackheads on that thing. It is crazy. Especially on New Year's, dude. Fuck, dude. New Year's, I got into a fight with a crackhead on the trolley down there.
Oh no way.
Yeah, I mean, she was getting kicked out, and I was drunk, and I'm just like, should have behaved. Now you're getting kicked out. She's like, fuck you. I'll kill you. And I'm just like, she's like, where are you from? What street you from? And I'm like, I'm Paul Madwi Atreides. I'm from Dune, bitch. And then my friend's like, dude, don't do that. You're going to get arrested. I did get arrested, but it wasn't for that night. It was long story. New Year's, it's, But
It happens.
it happens. It happens.
Yeah, what happens in New Year's stays in New Year's.
Stays in New Year's, yeah. Yeah. It's just fucking, the cops downtown are very short-tempered when it comes to just being a drunk idiot. Where are we at time, Andrew? I feel like...
We're at like 38 minutes.
Nice. We're trying something new here. Normally, normally we have like Rocket League going, like or Subway Surf, whatever is like on the bottom of like fucking doom scrolling. Normally we'll have that just to stimulate, especially we have a younger crowd here. But I'm like, it's raining outside, and we got the new cameras. It's like let's.
Oh, it's such cozy vibes in
Let's
here.
be cozy today.
Yeah.
But I think that's putting everyone in too much of a tranquil mood. Because normally, like when we have the fucking Rocket League, everyone's like, like fucking cracked out. But to be fair, I gotta be honest. Like,
This will keep people on edge.
yeah, we do this too. So we'll do these. Like it's crazy because we're logged in on the Snooze Room account for the.
Wow.
Yeah. We're logged into the Snooze Room account. And we only watch what we put on the TV, so it's just Rocket League and car crashes. It's like YouTube's like, what the fuck are these guys watching?
It goes hand in hand.
It goes hand in hand. Do you guys are you guys on Instagram Reels?
Oh yeah.
Are you guys
Yeah, the
scrolling?
brain rot.
Oh,
The brain
yes.
rot is there. It's
yeah, are
definitely
we brain
there.
rotting?
It's so hard to avoid.
Do you remember that day on February 26th when it was just like all like violence?
Yep.
Do you
Yeah, I
remember
was
that?
there. Yeah.
That was fucking insane. That shit was crazy. Like I opened it one day, and like the whole fucking profile grid of just like everything. It was all like the grayed out like press to see video just
Yeah.
like censored. I'm like, what the fuck? It was all like fucking
Yeah, it was weird.
the most of mine was like middle schoolers like fighting each other in the locker room. It's like, dude, this is so fucking funny.
I missed that day. I must have missed it.
That was like one of the whole things. It's like the memes post like, fucking like kids these days will never remember February 26th. But you know, I'll open up, and you know, you guys can open up or not. I can just run on a tangent, but I'd love to hear you guys, especially because you guys are a little younger, and you know, you guys, you know, experience it just as much. Maybe, you know, because I've had some older people on here who are, you know, like Squeaky Buddha, where I think they're less like fucking, you know, they're like in their late 20s and they were less on the fucking phones. But like for me, this shit's fucking ruining my life. You know what I mean? Like I could be fucking writing music or whatever, or editing videos for this, and like fucking hours, like days spent just bed rotting. Like I'll do it to the point where like I fall asleep.
Yeah, it's insanely addicting.
Yeah.
For like everyone.
By design, though. That's how it's made.
Of course, it's by design.
Yeah.
But like I didn't even. It crept up on me. Like I didn't even realize. Like I thought I was good because I'm like, oh, I don't have TikTok, and I don't. I still don't have TikTok, but I had Reels, and like there was one day where it was there wasn't Reels, and there was one day where there was, and I just didn't understand. I was like, one thing I was just scrolling through posts, and the next thing you know, it's like a real chain, and I'm just like, whoa, 30 minutes.
You get sucked in. For
Yeah.
Like,
What the fuck?
yeah.
I feel like nobody really knew like Reels was really coming. I mean,
No.
or maybe they did, but just the day it came, nobody really knew what it was, but they were scrolling. They were definitely scrolling.
And then like I realized like 6 fucking months later, I'm like, holy shit, I spend crazy time. I go to the gym, I park in the parking lot, and before I go in, I'll scroll for 30 minutes, and by the time I'm done, I'm just like, oh.
No, I gotta go work out.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It drains you. Because it's the dopamine.
Yeah.
It's so insane. It's so fucking concentrated, you know? And then I feel bad because, you know, like that's kind of the business we're in, is just uploading shorts and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
You know, with the hope that people stick around longer, you know? I don't like to think about it so much, but it's crazy. I think that's my worst addiction.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's my worst one. You know,
Yeah.
I quit smoking. I quit like nicotine, and this is so much harder. You know, because it's like I think what it is because you have to have a phone.
Yeah,
You
it's so normalized. Like you
Right.
can't not have a phone.
You know, it's like if I go out, I gotta Venmo you. I have all my contacts.
Yeah.
Especially you guys being in a band, maybe because I think you're the one who does all the booking.
Yeah.
It's so much pressure to kind of always be there, and like I
Yeah.
can't delete Instagram. This is where I'm in contact with all these venues and bands. It's like I can't
Yeah.
afford to do that.
You need it for the networking.
You need it. It's like I'm constantly back and forth with bands here on my band account. I'm constantly back and forth with venues. It's like I can't really afford to do that. I personally like to edit our videos on the phone. It's just easier. It's more user friendly. But it's a fucking trap, dude. It's really, really bad.
Yeah. I mean, I've considered like getting a flip phone just to
too.
get rid of the distractions.
Me
But
too.
then when you're like thinking about it and you're like tracking your day to day
Yeah.
like things you do, it's like, wow, I use my phone way more than I
Yeah.
thought I did, and I definitely need it. So it's like, what do I do next? How do I get myself off it?
Well, I've seen flip phones that you can install like Spotify, and because for me that's another thing. Like I go to the gym, I can't not listen to music. The thing is, if I'm scrolling on Spotify, I'm gonna Instagram, you know. So it's like I saw flip phone. It's like it has Spotify, it has Venmo, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw
Okay.
that. Maybe I'll show you guys later. And it's like I thought like maybe I can get one of those, and then I can have this be my work phone. And it's
Yeah.
like, I don't leave the house with it. It stays on my desk. I don't know if I have the self-control for that, truthfully. Like it's crazy. Like I was literally able to quit nicotine. I was never really a weed guy. I quit drinking, and it's like that was so much easier than this.
Yeah.
And it's like
and those are ranked as like some of the most addictive
Yeah.
stuff, and the
Yeah.
phone is like 5 times stronger than that.
It's so it is a chemical thing.
Yeah.
People think that just because it's a screen, it's not that, but it totally is. And the thing is like, it's the same thing why like food is such a big thing. You know, food is a huge like addiction for people because you need to eat it.
Yeah.
You can't cold turkey food.
Mm-hmm.
it's impossible. You need to eat to survive. So it's you have to find moderation. Where it's like alcohol and cigarettes, you don't need that. You don't need, if you don't want to do moderation, you don't have to. You can just cut it out. But like your phone, it's like it's kind of hard to do moderation. Yeah.
100%.
It helps like keep you addicted, is because you also need to use it. So
Yeah. And it's so accessible.
it's always in your pocket.
What I don't like is my attention span is diminished.
You
You
I was
know,
about to say that. I feel like everyone now, like when
It
I watch people
sucks.
watch reels, it's like after like 2 seconds, just scrolling.
and it's like what happens is like I'll be with Andrew, and Andrew, when do I do this? When do I do this? Are you still there?
Of course I'm here.
Of course. So when we go out to Applebee's and we're having a conversation, you and me, like I'm having with Bug-Stomp right now, and I'm talking about, oh yeah, I just took Roxy for a walk. She just had a bath and I took her to the vet. And then you talk a little bit, and then I go, what did I just say? What am I talking about? How often do I do that?
Probably like every other sentence.
Every other sentence. Every other sentence, I'm like, what was I talking about? Like, this takes hyper focus.
No, I get it.
I
yeah.
fried my shit.
Yeah.
I really.
The worst is doing homework and then your phone's right there.
Yeah, it's so in the way. You know, it's so just. It's like, like the worst thing is like, you know, I'm a political science major, and it's a lot of reading. So I'll be there reading, and it's like so much more of a drag because I'm not conditioned to, like. You're when you read that, you're supposed to get like a normal, healthy amount of dopamine of just like reading. I don't get that at all because I'm so.
You should have Rocket League in the background, I think.
Yeah, right. Isn't there like websites that do that? I've seen that.
Maybe.
Where it's like
For like lectures and stuff like that, and like if you're taking notes, you can put it into an
Right.
app, and it explains it to you with like gameplay.
that is
No
yes.
way.
Yeah, I saw that.
I
know
need
that.
to know
I've seen that
about
too.
this.
So it's literally like your notes or like your presentation sites. You just copy and paste it. No. It is it is what you're saying. Like if you get a reading, if they assign you a reading, you copy and paste the reading. You put it to this this whole thing that'll do text to speech over like the parkour Minecraft. And it'll be like chapter 1, textbook 4, and it'll just read it. And I'm like, holy fuck, this is great.
That's crazy.
I don't. My bar isn't that low. I have too much pride to do that, but I can admit I think I would expect to see. Look, he's locked in. Lucas is locked in. I told
Yeah,
you
bro.
it goes crazy. It goes crazy. It's like it's always like the quiet guys where it's like they'll just tune out the conversation, just be like, and this becomes it.
I'm reliving the golden age.
Yeah.
I mean, these dudes are crazy. These dudes are good.
This is Andrew. He recorded on his PlayStation.
wow.
And did it.
Andrew's got some Rocket League talent.
Why is it in Spanish?
No, it's
Where
not.
he
It's
scores the
not.
goal.
It's not Andrew. It's not Andrew.
Oh,
But that you know, that's something that like everybody's dealing with. Like that's the crazy thing is like a lot of people have nicotine problems, but some people don't. A lot of people get drinking problems, especially after 21. Some people don't. Everybody has a phone problem.
yeah.
Everybody. Because they don't teach that in school, man. You know, when we went to school, you know, they had assemblies for what? Drugs, alcohol, fucking.
Because it's like pretty modern.
It's so new.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And now we have to navigate it. You know?
Yeah.
And it's one of those addictions like gambling, where gambling is a sneaky addiction because, you know, you're not going to have your teeth falling out. You're not going to have needle marks. You're not going to be, like, physically showing. Even if you're a food addict, you're going to be obese. Do you know what I mean? But gambling is hidden. And, like, phone addictions are even more so hidden.
Yeah.
That's what I think is super problematic. And I don't know. It's, like, what hurts is it's, like, you know, being artists, it's like we know, like, oh, my God, I make music and I have a lot of passion in it. And it's like, this is my potential. Like, I could be writing more music. I could be mixing. I could be doing this. And you're like, when you're scrolling, it's like you think consciously, like, I could be doing all this, but the potential is going away. That's the worst feeling for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think with all the music stuff too, it's like for me when I'm doing homework or something and
Yeah.
I have my phone with me, it's like in my mind I could be doing something productive, but my brain automatically wants to go to the music, and it causes more neglect towards the homework and things that, you know, my parents are going to be way more happy about me actually getting done than what I want to get done and what I see as the most productive thing for me.
I think as a musician, it can be a scary thing. I don't think people should be panicking, but because collectively people's attention spans are going down.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, we're in the album making business, you know, and that requires you to, you know, it requires patience, you know. Of course, you can listen to it in the car or in the gym when you're doing something, but you would like to think that people will see your album release, put headphones on, lay in bed, and, like, listen to it.
Yeah.
But now it's all about like the short clips on like YouTube.
course.
I mean, on Instagram and like
Yeah.
TikTok, just to get
It's
people.
definitely something I think about with every song, thinking, like, listening through it and then being like, oh, that could be a hook for something, but it can't be too long.
Right.
You know?
Like, it's something like, I don't know, like, I'll listen to some of my favorite albums, like great albums, and even then, like, I'll get to track 3, pause, I just want to scroll, like, or like, you know, I move on to something else, or even it's just music. Like, I'll listen to a great song and, like, halfway through, skip to another. I can't even fucking finish a song.
Yeah, that's another thing that I've always thought was interesting, because I like the 80s stuff. I was used to, like, you know, a certain song length. I noticed all the bands these days, it's much shorter. The songs are 2 to 3 minutes rather than, you know, like 3 to 5.
Yeah.
Like, it's shortened up a lot because of the attention spans as well. The music is shortened up.
It's just, it's something I artists should be aware of, but at the end of the day, it's like, don't compromise your art. I think you just got to do what you got to do. But, and that's why, like, with my band, it's like, I want to be more in the EP business, because I think if people listen to an EP and they get to track 2 and they see there's only 3 more songs, they'll be like, okay, well,
Yeah, I'll stick it.
I'll stick it through it. I'm already in it. It's like 40% of the way. Where it's like an album, they'll see, oh, and it's like, with the attention spans today, it is asking a lot.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
100%.
It shouldn't be, but it is. You know. So as an audience, I think, you know, it's and the other thing is I see bands, and there's a right way and a wrong way to do it, and I'm trying to navigate it myself, but, like, I feel like, and I truthfully, I haven't even seen. Do you guys post reels? Like, on
We're
it?
gonna start after the album.
We're definitely gonna lock it on that really hard.
I would say, like, I don't know. It's like, I feel like every band is doing the same thing on reels. It's hard to differentiate.
Yeah.
Or feel like, or gets a band's character. I commend bands for doing it, because they want to step out from their music, and they want to be goofy. They want to do a skit. They want to do this. I think that's really cool. But I think a lot of bands blend in together. Like, if you've been scrolling on Instagram and you're looking at, like, music side, and it'll recommend you, like, other bands, like, that are at our level.
Yeah.
And it's like, these bands, like, it's cool, like, some of it's cool, like, it's them playing live and they're doing great, but some of it's like the same old skit, you know, and it's, I've always been like, I don't really want to do that. I don't want to be like a TikTok band. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You kind of have
That's
to
something-
now.
Yeah.
It's the same
I don't
thing.
think you do. I think you can. I think you have to use the short form content, but I think you can do it in a way that preserves your identity.
Yeah,
Do you know
I
what I mean?
agree. I 100% agree.
Because, like, for example, how many bands have you seen do the guest star guitarist?
Yeah.
And it's like it's like, I've seen that enough. I don't fucking care who your guitarist is. Respectfully, you guys seem like great people. Like, I'm not talking about you, but, like, the people I'll scroll through.
No,
like,
yeah.
You guys seem like great people. I don't give a shit, you know? And it's
Yeah.
like, and, you know, I hate the ones where it's like, oh, if you like this, and this, if you like Alice in Chains and Nirvana, this, then you'll love our music. Check it out. Like, I that's also a thing that's like, you shouldn't really want to, like, kind of beg or ask, or, like, I think you should just do your thing, post it.
Just get straight to the hook of the song.
I saw a guy say this, and he was, I saw a guy say this, he's like, the way fan psychology works is, like, fans don't want to be marketed to. They want to feel like they discovered you. Mm-hmm. And then that, like, triggers, like, if they feel like they discovered you, they're going to want to root for you. If they feel like you're selling to them and be like, come to this show, listen to this album, do this, it doesn't feel like they're discovering you. It feels like you're coming up to them.
Yeah, that's what I always thought too.
Yeah.
Just like release your music and just wait till people find it, or at least you can use social media to help boost that. But just put clips of your music rather than like all the skits and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, I'm not gonna shit on bands too much because I get it. Everyone wants to make it in this, and they see bands do that, and they get a bunch of views, and that translates to Spotify, and like, I'm not gonna fucking like do your thing. Like, if truthfully, no one knows how to do it, and they just see what works and they want to do it. So I'm not gonna fucking shit on bands that do it. But I think there's, for me, like when I'm in that position, it's like I don't want to do that, and I feel like a lot of bands don't want to do it, but they feel like they have to do it. And I kind of don't want to accept that as an answer. And who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that is you have to do that. And I just refuse to accept it. But I feel like I've seen bands do it tastefully, where it's like...
Yeah, they really capture their own energy with their images in
like
the videos.
If it's more of like an indie band, like a soft sort of like indie band, I think it's good to think like, what emotions are we portraying in our music? I think it's good to sit down as a band and be like, as a band, what is our genre and what is our emotions? I think so. I listen to this indie band. I'm like, I feel in this video nostalgic. I feel cozy. A little bit of somber. That's like good 3. Maybe come up with 5 and be like, how can we make a video that complements that? And it was like they did it with like. They had like a filter of them playing live, and it was kind of like that old scratchy, like early 2000s filter to capture the nostalgia, and it was very cozy with like the mix and stuff. And I'm like, that's very tasteful.
Yeah,
it feels like I discovered them. I went to their Instagram, I listened to them, and that's what I want my fans to do with our stuff.
They created like an art around it.
Yeah,
yeah,
and I feel like, I feel like if you're in the opposite end, it's like we're a metal band. We're loud, we're abrasive, we're colorful, we're funky. Do stuff that does that. Maybe do something with more bright colors. But like that's artistic. I feel like a lot of this content farming stuff lacks that artisticness. And it's just you're not appealing to people, you're appealing to an algorithm, which will push it, but I don't that's not really what I'm going for. Mm-hmm. And that's really rich me saying it because like a lot of the snooze room reels are very much like what you would see on podcasts, but that's kind of what we're going for. We just kind of go for like podcast clip stuff because it's more about the bands and what you guys have to offer. This is more of a platform for other creatives to express their creative side. Whereas like if I want to express my creativeness, I have my band. It's not to say we don't do things creatively here. It's more for other people to come in and shine. But I've always thought of that because as a band, it's like every new band feels that pressure to, it sucks because it's this new accessible resource, but it evens the playing field and everyone has it. So
and that's the good side of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like now you don't have to get signed.
Yeah, everybody can just do everything themselves now.
Make your music.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think that part is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's great. It's just, every new generation of music makers is going to have to go through that. Just like, like the people coming in the 80s and 90s, I guess more the 90s, it's like they had to kind of cater to like, we're selling CDs now. It's not vinyl. They're cheaper. They're more accessible. It's probably like a different market, and now it's completely different with streaming.
Yeah, and I think that's the way because Jake and I were on a podcast the other day that was a smaller one for Palomar College.
Yeah,
and we were talking about music, and I think after that show, it really helped me realize that like each generation of bands is gonna go through a new hardship of how the music industry flows and how the money flows through it.
Yeah. Because
right now it's so hard to make money off of the actual music itself.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard. But you got to get creative. It's like now it's like you're a musician / content creator.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people just want to be musicians, It's like, you can be, here's nothing. You can go on tour. Have you guys thought about going on tour?
We've been hoping for it. It's just hard to book out, and obviously we don't want to put all that stress on Jake because we know that's like That's a lot of work to go through and find a venue and a band in each place and have connections and
And
try
have
to
all
get
the
a good
dates
enough
lined
show.
up and everything.
Dates lined up.
Yeah.
I think you guys could do. I mean, it's like realistically, two in San Diego, one South County, one North County. You got two. I'm gonna play Bug-Stomp manager for a little bit, and then you go to Fullerton. I'm sure you have connections there. Get a LA show. There's three. You know, this is where you want to get in contact if you ever done a bill here, because you've done a few shows. Maybe there was a Santa Barbara band that came into town. Maybe there's a Santa Cruz band that got a nice scene up there. It's quick 5 shows. Up
Yeah,
up
and
down
just
the West Coast.
California, yeah.
I feel like every band, it's like if you want to dip your toes in going on tour, like that's like the easiest one to do.
Just do
Like-
SoCal.
Yeah, California has really good resources for
Yeah.
bands. I feel like in local bands because you have just so many cities
Yeah.
with their own scenes and stuff and other bands that they're producing. So.
And all it takes is like one band from like the Bay Area to
Mm-hmm.
come here, and they're on the same bill as you, and it's like, this is great. If you ever come into town,
Yeah, you have that
just
connection.
tell. It's like it goes both ways. It's like, hey, you guys from the Bay Area, you ever come into town? You want to do a tour? Talk to us, and we'll try and get you on a bill if we can. And the same goes, and then you just plan it way out in advance. I think that's like the way you kind of have to start it out, and then
Yeah.
you do it once, and now forever you have these connections.
Yeah. No, we've been trying to get it going,
Oh, I
and
bet.
we've thought of the
Yeah.
California one, and we've always done what we call like the mini tours or the weekend runs, where
Sure.
we'll go do kind of just everything that's like kind of SoCal, I guess,
Sure.
and get like a little bit of LA, a little bit of Orange County, a little bit of San Diego, but we haven't gone much more north than LA, so
Yeah.
hopefully
Yeah, no, no.
soon we can make it.
Hopefully
above
over
it.
the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who are some bands that you guys want to be more like that are in the scene that you look up to?
Well, I really like this band. Along the lines of connections of people that are more north, there's this band called Quarter Conscious,
Okay.
and they're really cool. They have an awesome sound, and I've always thought their energy was super high. I think that's super cool.
Yeah.
So that's one of the bands that's like in the scene that I really enjoy listening to, and I think they're really cool.
I ask that because it's everyone has their, like the best bands in the world, and you have those as your idols, but there's such a gap from like where they are in resources and what they've accomplished and where they're at and where I am, where it's like it's kind of nice to like look up to a band that's like in the same circuit, if not a little higher, than you'd be like, okay, I can do those things, and then you'd be like, I like them when they do that, I like them when they do that. Just do those things, apply it, and do like. That's like for me. Who do I really like? I like what Kook's doing right now. I love that they. I don't know if they're gonna do it forever, but like their mentality is like, we made shirts, we made CDs, and we're just gonna give them out. That's really cool. Like I think
that's really cool.
I think that's a really cool thing, and my band is doing a twist on that where it's like we're still giving out free merch, but it's gonna be more of like an incentive thing. I thought that was really cool. I like 12 Gauge Trixie's a band that hasn't been on the show. They're on tour right now. I really, really like them, and I like how good I think they sound a lot better than where they're like. I think they should be a lot bigger. I think their sound is really, really big live and in studio, and I'm like, I think if you're going the heavier route, you should aim for that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I also really like who am I thinking of? Dad Lord down in.
Oh,
by-
Dad
we
Lord's
like them,
awesome.
Dad
Yeah.
Lord, nice guys. They also do the front seat and stuff. Front seat's great. Dad Lord's cool. I mean, I liked Blank Space too. Man, those guys are good.
New Aesthetic. They've
Yeah,
been doing
I like those guys.
a bunch of tours.
Is that I'm not familiar with New Aesthetic.
They're pop punk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For around here, they're doing really good. I don't
They
know
don't-
where they're on to like right now or what's going on with them, but they've been signed by a big record label and
Really?
everything, and they've been playing with bands like State Champs,
Okay.
Knuckle Puck, Good Terms, Hawthorne Heights, all that stuff. They've been doing really good.
That's the goal.
Yeah, it's
That's the
awesome.
fucking goal.
Yeah, they're playing with Belmont, right?
They
In-
did.
Oh, they
Yeah,
did? Okay.
that's crazy. That's awesome.
Nice. I think we want to do call-ins. Do you guys want to do some call-ins?
Yeah, that'd
Let's
be
do
fun.
it. Because you'll hear, like, it'll go through a thing. It's like, accepting call from,
We're back open.
just like whatever. Are we back?
All right, here's our first caller.
Here's Lucas.
All right, we're back and we're taking calls.
right?
Hello.
Call from
Lucas.
Hey, thanks for calling into the snooze room. Who am I speaking to?
Lucas Habersher.
Yeah, no. You're live. You're speaking. We got Bug-Stomp in here. My name's Andre. I'm the host of the show. Bug-Stomp is here. You guys want to say hi?
Hi,
What's up?
Lucas, Luna. How you doing?
It's Lucas Habershire.
Oh, my bad. Thought it was Luna.
So, do you got a question for the band? Do you want to inquire? Do you just want to get something off your chest?
I think the guitarist is really cute.
Really? Which guitar?
which one?
Which one?
Not Jake.
Oh, what? You don't.
You
I
know the
think
name?
Jake's a cutie patootie.
I think Jake's cutie.
What are we talking about?
Garrett.
Yes, Garrett. Well, Garrett's very cute too. I won't. I'm not gonna rob you of your opinion.
You seen the way he plays guitar?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty nice.
What do you like about it?
Oh, everything. Are you kidding me?
What is
So delicate.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Do you wanna talk to Garrett right now, or do you just want to hear him breathe?
I'd love to hear him breathe.
Yeah. Let me ask you: Are you gonna check out Bug-Stomp this Saturday coming up? They got a show. Did he just decline?
He gave up.
Is he
Oh,
No, he's
I didn't decline.
We got somebody.
I'm
else.
definitely going.
Hold on, we're gonna put you on hold, Kai. We're gonna put you on hold.
call from
Sullivan.
Oh,
my God.
Hello, you just called.
Hey,
Hey, it's the snooze room. You're on with Bug-Stomp. Bug-Stomp's here. Say hi, Bug-Stomp.
What's up?
Bug-Stomp.
What's up,
Sullivan.
Sullivan?
Sullivan.
Hey guys, can I get like a roll call? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah. I mean, that's up to you guys. You don't have to do it. You know,
We can't hear this shit on the live, by the way.
We
You're
can't hear
not-
this on the live.
Can't hear
you're
it.
not supposed to hear it on the live. You have to call in to talk to the band. So that's why you can.
Who's been calling in, guys?
We got
Dylan.
You're our
No
second.
one called-
You're our second call-in. So the way it works is you're calling in, and it's going to be on the episode. So you can talk about whatever you want. We can ask questions to
Is it an
Bug-Stomp.
episode?
Is it an episode?
Yeah. This is
Is
going to
it
be.
like a podcast?
It's a podcast.
Yeah.
It's going to be out on YouTube next week. So we're filming right now.
Holy frickin' moly.
Yeah. So you are free to go.
Hey, when are you,
Jonah.
When are you guys gonna update your Spotify?
No, I have a better question. Jonah,
Okay.
Jonah, what is going on for May 4th?
May
I know your
4th.
family loves May 4th.
We have a show.
We have a show May 4th?
A show is
No.
going on.
No.
Really?
Wow.
Yep.
Okay, I guess I'm playing a show on May 4th.
May the 4th
Well,
be
guys,
with you. Right?
Jonah's family, they go crazy for May 4th.
For Star Wars?
Oh my
May
God.
4th.
What does your family do?
So my family, we like to
They dress up like Obi-Wan, like Chewbacca. they go crazy. They got like Star Wars cupcakes.
I do Baby Yoda.
Dude, I need to come to one of these, dude. I'm missing out.
Holy shit! Is this open invite or is this? Like,
Yeah, no, we get a lot of people. It's like a big party.
Really?
Awesome.
Hmm.
It's like a big party. It's big integral to his family.
I
Yeah.
love Star Wars. I just showed my friend the entire original saga, like the
Oh yeah, it's great.
first 6 movies. I'm a fucking huge Star Wars fan. So you guys are doing a show on May 4th
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
so.
with
What-
Kook.
Oh really?
with Kook.
Yeah.
Kook is on-
Or it could be the second. I'm not sure.
What? What was that?
Actually, so far.
Luke,
Yeah, what's up?
we fuck with your recent appearance on the Bug-Stomp Insta.
That's like 3 posts.
3 posts ago when you're screaming in the mic. That's fire.
My last appearance. Dude, that's where I'm best. That's
So
where I'm best.
What's been going on with the podcast? How long are we in?
How long?
Jamie, can you pull that up? What-
Jamie, yeah.
Maybe like an hour.
We've been in here for like an hour. We did like an hour just talking to the band, and now we're just accepting calls. We're just doing questions. You can literally talk
You guys
about
gotten any?
what's up.
Who have you guys gotten?
as far as callers, we had one guy come in earlier. He was
Lucas.
we had
Like a
Lucas.
weird
Lucas.
guy.
we had a guy called Lucas come in. He was hitting on Garrett. He was,
Yeah, he was. he had a. I don't know.
Hitting on Garrett?
he was
Yeah.
hitting on Garrett.
He wanted to hear him breathe or something.
But
Garrett, you remember Zane Foster?
Yes, I do.
Bro, he's in the military.
Well, I mean,
thank you for your service,
yeah,
Zane.
thank you, Zane.
Thank you,
I
Zane.
really
Yeah,
appreciate
he's
it.
in the Coast Guard. Sorry, the viewers don't know what that means.
I think the viewers know what the Coast Guard is.
They don't know who Zane Foster is.
I don't think they need to know who Zane is.
Everybody,
they
thank you,
respect
Zane.
him. They respect the service he's doing on the Coast Guard. Fucking telling SEALs to get off of rocks or whatever the fuck they do on the Coast Guard. I don't know what they do.
How many shows have you guys done total now? I feel like it's been like 2-3 years.
Dude,
It's
that's a good
almost
question.
2.
Dude, too many to count. Too many to count, honestly.
It's been a lot.
Yeah.
I know you guys have been locked in recently.
We have been locked in.
Yeah, I mean, look, this weekend they got a show. The next weekend they're doing Soma, and then the next weekend we're gonna see them again doing this show up in Vista for Speaking Explicit. They're fucking busy.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, and
That
they
is
got
awesome.
and they got an album coming out.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You come to Spotify?
Yep.
Yes, on the Spotify.
Fire. Benny, you got any questions?
No.
You can
Benny
literally.
doesn't have any questions.
I mean, look, there's no callers on the queue right now.
Actually, I have a question for you, Sullivan. I just wanted to ask, what was the most important date in your life, and how did that affect you?
The most important day of my life?
Yep.
Probably my first Bug-Stomp concert. Yeah.
That's not true. Is that real?
It's actually, I don't know.
That
The
can't.
night I
The night you,
discovered myself, if you know what I mean.
when did you discover yourself?
I don't know, guys. I gotta hang up.
No. This was just getting
Can't
interesting.
leave now. You can't leave now.
I gotta
The
go.
book just started.
I'm always wanting people to fucking open up on the call and really be like, my girlfriend left me. I just want Bug-Stomp to help me through it. And it's like, as a band, we really think you should, move on and, look at all the other fish into the sea.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. But it's like, we'll see. There's someone. Who is this?
Call from.
Justin, it's me, Justin. Big cat.
To accept, press 1.
Oh shit. Yeah, let's get him in. Let's get him in.
Hello?
Andre.
Hey.
How's it going? Bud?
Thanks for calling into the podcast. Thanks for calling into the Snooze Room. We're here with Bug-Stomp. Say hi, Bug-Stomp.
What's
Bug-Stomp.
up?
What's up?
Dude, Bug, I'm playing a show with you guys. Soma, April 11th.
Oh, hell
No
yeah.
way.
I think they're still
This is
lost.
awesome.
You got to expose your identity. You were just like Justin.
I'm Big Cat. I'm the drummer from the Rickety Cliffs.
Oh, sick, dude. I'm excited to play with you.
Me too. How's everyone doing?
Great.
Great.
Doing good, yeah.
How are you?
What's the worst question so far?
The worst question so far.
That I've asked them.
Yes.
Yes.
I want them to answer.
Okay. No. Do you want me to take?
Worst question. I don't even know.
I just remember the Rocket League.
This
on
is
the
good.
screen.
Yeah.
I think the Rocket League in the background really helped all the questions
Definitely.
come out to the best quality they could
Man,
possibly be.
You got to pick something better to put on in the background.
Like
Last time
what?
when we were on there, you put on Rocket League, and Justin Mulder could not fucking pay attention for the entire interview because he was locked into the
Justin
Rocket League
Mulder
gameplay
is a
in the background.
goldfish. Is a goldfish in Kurt Cobain's flesh. That is why he wasn't able to pay attention to a conversation pertaining to his interests.
Hey, I just have to ask. Generally, amongst all of you, which one do you think is the best member?
The best member?
Right. I think you guys can answer that.
Yeah. Further follow-up question: who has the best member?
They hang up.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Big Cat.
Definitely a way to exit a building.
That's
Yeah.
fucking interesting. Something tells me no one else is gonna call back. See, this is you know, what I want to go for is like the whole Howard Stern thing. Do you know what I mean? You like the Beetlejuice when they would have Beetlejuice on, they'd be like, "Yeah, Beetlejuice, I got a question. First of all, fuck you. Hey, fuck you, man." He's just, like screaming at him. He's like just rage baiting fucking Beetlejuice.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm going for. People don't really want to open up, which I get, you know. But fuck, dude. What was the worst question? You can be honest.
I tried thinking about
Yeah,
it.
dude,
I couldn't
I actually
come up
don't
with
even know.
I
something.
don't remember.
Dude, we've been talking for so long, it's hard to remember all the questions.
Yeah.
So it's I don't even know.
Yeah, maybe I gotta up my interview style. Maybe I gotta do more like Jimmy Fallon, like slapping the desk and like.
You gotta be like bouncing, like just as you're talking, getting.
No,
hyper.
so what do you mean? Like you guys, you guys a show coming up? Yeah. I gotta
Yeah.
do. What do the other guys do? Fucking. God, Jimmy Kimmel's kind of annoying himself. Conan's nice.
Yeah, I like Conan.
Conan's not bad. Who are the other guys? Like Seth Meyers. I've never seen the Seth Meyers show. Eric Andre's the best.
Yeah,
Hands down the best.
100%.
Hands down the best.
Yeah. I mean, that's something I wish I can do here, but like I don't. You know, I feel like there's also like a lot of Eric Andre clones out there that aren't really like, they don't live up to it. You know. Also, I wouldn't be able to turn Andrew into my Hannibal. And I don't think Andrew has what it takes. Except Andrew has fucked with me a few times. Andrew has been a little fucker sometimes. He'll pull up some shit. He'll be like, "Oh, look at this voicemail Andre sent to me drunk," and it's like the worst. Or he'll just. There's been times he's straight up like pulled up porn on it. Because someone's like, Andrew's. I'm like, I'll mention like, you can tell Andrew to pull up anything you want, and some guy's like, "Okay, can you pull up porn?" Like sarcastically, and then he'll fucking do it. He'll just be like, pouring up, like, "Oh, this is what you want?" I'm like, "No, dude, no, dude." But you know, you live and you learn. You live and you fucking learn. So, fuck. Dead air. Dead air. Yeah, I don't know. How many tracks is the new album?
11.
11, yeah.
11.
It felt so long to us. Like
Definitely.
How many skits are on the album?
How many skips?
Skits. No, not skips.
there's like one,
that would be funny.
one skit maybe,
Yeah.
one skit on it.
Yeah.
But then there's I think maybe a couple samples. I know there's for sure one that's at the end of a song that, you know, catches a little bit of the room's energy. I think our next project, personally, I really want to work on like kind of telling a story through the whole thing and having more skits in it and having that kind of like you're in the room with the band almost.
Would you do a concept album?
Well, what does a concept album exactly entail?
Fair point, because some people will say some albums are concept albums and they're just fucking regular albums. I think when it has that aspect of like theater or cinema where it's like this is like an actual story. Like we're following a character, we're following events, and each song is basically like a different scene in like a movie. That's what I mean. So.
Yeah, I definitely think so. Luke actually had shown me a song by a band called Origami Angel originally that was called 24-Hour Drive-Thru.
Mm-hmm.
He later then showed me the whole album, and I like fell in love with that album. And that whole album is like a big story front to back. First song, the end of that song is the same as the last song, but the last song is way more bigger, energetic, and it really wraps up the whole story.
Yeah.
That really inspired me to be like, oh, like I kind of see how they did it, and that's a new take on how to tell a story through an album. And like I want to maybe, you know, try on like another EP or something in the future to try to get a real story told in it and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's I think the difference between like a regular album and a concept album is like a regular album can have like a theme where it's like you can hear like when like the lead singer of a band like just went through a breakup and all the songs are like about a breakup.
Yeah.
Okay, but then that's not a concept album where it's like The Wall, where it's like you're following a character, you're following I think the character's name is Pink Floyd, or like the Black Parade or something. Like, would you do something like that ambitious?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. It would be cool to do. It'd be very hard to pull off, And it's tricky to, you know, like as you write a song to not be like, oh, I just love this idea, and try to be like, I love this idea, but how will it build on the story? Trying to tap into that side is hard, but I would love to one day get to a full, like, detailed story, and it really does have, like, every song moves to, like, a new emotion, but it's still deeply attached to the root of the album.
It's hard because it's like sometimes we just write music based off of an emotion, but it's like if you know the story is like gonna go a certain way, and it's like I know like this is when the character is at his high point, I know this is when he's at his low point. It's hard to like it's hard it's hard to tailor make music for that. All right, let's get this call in.
Call from
Zoe.
to accept, press 1. To send
Thank you for calling into the Snooze Room. This is your host, Andre. We are here with Bug-Stomp. Bug-Stomp, say what's up.
What's up?
Good.
Joey, is it right, Joey?
Zoe.
Zoe. Okay, so
Yes.
who the fuck is calling me? No, wrong number. You gotta call not my fucking personal phone number. Sorry, someone's calling my personal phone number, not the podcast number.
Oh, no worries.
Zoe, is this your first time calling in?
Well, yeah, it is.
So basically the way it works is we're pre-recording an episode. It's going to release next week. You're going to be on the episode.
Oh.
Yeah, so no one can hear you
Okay.
right now, but it'll come out in like a week. So you can go ahead, you know, if you want to ask Bug-Stomp any questions or if you just want to chit-chat,
Okay.
it's up to you. What's on your mind?
Okay, well, I really wanted to know how I could get the lyrics to Trash Angel.
We're trying to enter everything. We entered all the lyrics super late, so we're kind of just waiting on the distribution company to get them onto all the platforms. But I believe all the vocals to everything that is released currently is entered, and it's just taking some time to come out.
Okay, awesome. I also, okay, this is kind of a sad question, but I don't know, like, if any of you guys have, been in other bands before, but I'm in a band right now, and we're all graduating, and we've been together for, 2 years, almost. So if you have, moved on from, a close-knit music group from that, how do you, sort of deal with it, I guess?
I would say, off of personal experiences, to just keep trying to find an attachment to a scene that you really enjoy, and just keep trying to find people that you think you can rock with, and just go make music. Because I think the best thing you can do is just continuing what you want to do, and finding, whether it's a new group or the same people you're doing it with originally. But if you have to find new people, just go to a scene and, just go try to find people and go be a part of the community, and I think things will happen.
Okay, awesome. Those are all the questions I have.
Well, I gotta ask,
yeah.
is it are you, because this is, coincidentally, we actually talked about this here on the podcast pertaining to Bug-Stomp, because currently most of their members are graduating high school this year. Are you like a band graduating high school right now?
Yeah, we are.
And is the issue like some members are leaving town for college? Is that what I'm guessing?
Yeah, it's half of us that are leaving.
Is there any way, because look, I was telling Bug-Stomp about this, how far, do you know what colleges they're going to? Like, how far are we dealing with?
Yeah, I'm going to the UK.
Really?
Wow.
And are you from here
Yeah.
in San Diego?
Yeah, but I have dual citizenship.
How come you're going to the UK?
Because almost all my family's there, and I don't know, America's a little scary at the moment.
Right, okay, so you're the one leaving. So you want to keep doing music, but in the UK, and find a band there. Is that what I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Because it would be hard to keep the band you have here and come back every summer. That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure it's ran through your mind, but it's a nightmare.
No, I haven't even like really considered it, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't keep that up. That's tough. That like fucking going to a different country and like trying to start a band. Well, you're going to school there,
Yeah.
and if you're going to school, there's going to be a music department.
Yeah.
And if there's a music department, there's going to be musicians. So that's the first place I can tell you to look. The other thing I can tell you, that's like the best place because that's going to get you the music nerds. You know, probably not like the
That's true.
right, not the people in the scene, but there's going to be at least one or two people there that listen to music. Probably not even in the music department. Probably, I mean, I go to San Diego State. You go to. Let me ask you, Garrett. Do you see like flyers for like local shows in Fullerton?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
There you go. You might, I don't know if they are like not really big into like paper in the UK, but I would look for bulletin boards, see flyers, ones where you can clearly see bands, and just go there.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that,
Yeah,
I
for
don't
sure.
know. That's a big adjustment. That's a big thing.
Yeah. No, it is. It's kind of scary, but like also, I don't know. I'm so excited to like see other parts. I'm going to like sort of nearby London, so I'm sure there'll be music, like somewhat, at least of like local bands and stuff.
What do you play?
I play bass.
Okay, that helps because if you were a singer or a guitarist, that might be harder. Because here's the thing.
Yeah.
Most bands are looking for what?
Drummers and
Bass players.
honestly, drummers like the heaviest,
Drummer-
but then bass players. Yeah.
Yeah, if you were, I was waiting for you to say drummer because if you were a drummer, you are set. You can be in fucking where like New Zealand, the middle of nowhere, and someone's gonna need you to play drums. So,
Yeah, that's
but you
true.
play bass. Bass, people do need bassists because it's a very thankless job. I think you'll be okay. I think if you're naturally introverted, it could be difficult, but you're gonna have to stick your neck out there, and I think you're gonna have to be a little bit uncomfortable and try and seek out like-minded musicians. And hey, that might mean playing with one group and it doesn't click because it's the first people you met. But through those people, you might meet other people you like. It might be a few years before you play with a band that you like. I mean, you're still really young. You're going to have a lot of years in college. Just give it time. You might cycle through bands that just don't click.
Yeah,
So
just keep doing it.
just keep
It'll
doing
work.
Okay, yeah, that's real.
Excuse you. Sorry, we had a choking hazard incident here in the studio.
Yeah, I just choked on some water. Sorry about that. You'll find people in the UK though. I don't doubt it. I know
So,
there's definitely good music.
You're
Oh,
never,
thank you.
when are you leaving? I mean, you got to catch a few more Bug-Stomp shows before you go. You got to come out.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't leave, like, I'm going there next week, but I don't leave for school until, like, August or September.
Okay, well, you got some time. Well, Zoe, I'm really excited. I think we're all excited here that you're going to embark on this new journey in your life. And you know what? Whether it's music or whatever, fucking take every opportunity you get. Do you guys have any additional notes you want to add?
I think the taking opportunities is the
Yeah.
biggest one. Just do
try to keep
whatever
playing as
you
much as you
can, and that should get you somewhere 100%.
I mean,
All
think,
right,
think
that
of
sounds okay. Thank
I
you.
mean,
That's good
O-
advice.
Oasis, the Beatles, the Rolling Stones. Who am I missing? Radiohead,
Oh, yeah.
Muse.
Radiohead, yes.
The UK, you're in good hands. All right, Zoe, you'll be in good hands there. Okay.
True.
Do you have any other
Okay,
questions,
Thank you so much.
or are you good to go?
I think I'm good. I don't
Oh.
want to take up too much of your time.
Okay. Well, thank you for calling in. I'm glad we could help you out. Feel free to call back if anything else crosses your mind. All right, Zoe.
Okay, thank you guys so much. Have a good night.
Thank you, Zoe.
You too.
Have a good night. Well, Zoe, we wish you the best of luck. You'll probably be seeing this. You won't be in the UK yet, but see, that's what I'm talking about. People opening up. Do you know what I mean? Just for you to rudely choke on your water while spilling your guts
I'm
out.
so sorry.
Very real classy.
That was
Fucking off piece. I'm going to text the chat right now. Please stop calling my personal phone. Call the number posted. Exclamation points, but I want the red exclamation point that accentuates how angry I am.
I want Lucas to call back.
Right? Why don't we call them? We can call them.
Yeah, let's call
We gotta dial up Lucas.
Let's call up Lucas. Do you know this person?
Yes. Yes.
Lucas.
Hello.
I'm sorry, but this is the snooze room, and we rudely had to go earlier. So we just wanted to call you back in case we cut you off short.
Nice.
Yeah. Cool. So,
Yeah.
speak your piece.
So, what are you wearing? Khakis.
Yeah, just the normal.
Khakis? Jake from State Farm?
Jake
Is that
from
you?
State Farm. What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm? Khakis.
Now, ask me, what color is Luke's hair right now?
Well, with the lighting here, it's pretty dark, but I can make out some blonde highlights. Are you?
Fire.
Yeah, I'm worried. I'm talking to you. I'm doing this. What you're asking, and you're just stroking your shit right now. I really hope that's not the case.
You would.
What was that?
Huh?
I'm getting worried about you. I'm getting worried about you, Lucas.
Don't worry about Lucas.
Is there a FaceTime?
There's no
function?
FaceTime function. Unfortunately.
Yeah, no.
yeah. We don't want to see what you're doing there. And
Not on the first date.
You're Mister, you're treading the line because these guys are 18 but freshly 18, all right? We don't want to I don't want to do it. I don't want to be Chris Hansen here.
Grown.
What was that?
I'm not 18. I'm full grown.
I know you're full grown. I'm worried about your criminal record right now. Do you know what I mean?
I turned 47 last week.
Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah. Come on, Lucas, be serious with me. Open up to me. Come on.
All right.
Let me be Dr. Phil. What's going on? Why can't you be serious with me?
I don't know, man. It's just Jake. I don't know. He's Jake.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You know?
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah. And Jonah with those drums.
Oh, Jonah
They're
is
great.
a gnarly drummer.
They're great. I'm big fans.
Makes you wish you were. You know what I'm saying?
You're cutting out, man. I'm really worried about what you are saying, so I'm a little thankful that you are cutting out a tad. But
Sorry. You want me to meet you in the room? I could walk in.
You can't come. No, unfortunately, we're just gonna keep it to the call.
I'm right outside.
You're not outside. What's the address? Tell me the address. If you tell me the address and you're right, I will let you in. Fuck, I'll let you sleep in my bed.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Well, your house is coming. I'm not gonna lie.
How many stories is my house?
Come on, don't ask these questions.
Come on. Are you fucking around with me or what?
Are we including your attic?
I don't have an attic. You fuck. So no.
It's in the other room.
Oh man, I can't get a read on you, man.
Above the washing machine, man. It's above the washing machine.
No.
Yep.
It's not. It's not. How do you know Bug-Stomp? Are you a fan? Are you a colleague?
I'm low key so. You know how when you're on certain websites, you can find 40-year-old MILFs in your area?
Oh my god.
That's how I discovered Jake. And from there, he told me about his band, and I was like, damn, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
That is how it went down.
And that's the story.
By the way, you said you first of all, you started the sentence with, like those websites where you find 40-year-old women in your area, and I just want to say no, I don't. I really don't. I've never used them, so that
Okay.
I think most
Okay.
people. I think most people saw them at like Soma or like at a concert. Most people, not everyone.
Are you talking about Soma April 11th, the show?
They have, yeah, that's right. April 11th, they got a show coming up.
Are you attending?
I'll be there. Yeah. Are you attending? Good.
I'll see you there.
Probably, yeah. I'll see you there. We'll get you hooked up. We'll get you some Snooze Room stickers. You can do what you want with them. You have
Give me a hoodie.
Oh, we don't have hoodies, dude. We don't have hoodies.
Well, we need to get the Snooze Room hoodies.
We're
get those
working
in
on
stock.
it. No, we're working on it right now. We're working on it right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I don't. God forbid anyone wear that shit.
I'll wear it.
It's one thing to wear any podcast merchandise, but like the local, like out of the garage podcast is like a new low, I would say.
No, that's awesome. That's the new high.
Well, thank you, Garrett.
Of course.
I was calling. Look, maybe it's my mistake.
You're a damn liar.
Yeah, and maybe it was my mistake for calling back, thinking that you had something to add. But I was, I was really, fuck, Lucas. I was interested. I was really interested.
You shouldn't have been.
Yeah, I know. Well, you better fucking get some. You better get some fucking questions together for the 11th. I'll tell you that much.
All right, I got you a question right now. Ready?
Yeah, I'm worried.
What type of shoe do you wear?
I wear Converse.
What are you wearing right now? I want you to explain to me the color of your socks.
White. They're white.
Good.
Yeah. I'm gonna hang up. Unfortunately, it's just I wanna get to know you. I really want to get to know you, but I feel like you're not being honest with me, and I feel like we can't have a conversation. I'm sorry.
What honesty? What do you want to hear?
I want to know about you.
You want to know how Jake tried to kiss me in the bathroom of his show?
That didn't happen. I know that didn't happen. I met Jake today, and I know that didn't happen.
Jake did it, and I wasn't going to tell anyone until right now.
Can we get a fact check below? That did not happen.
We need to get a fact check.
This is crazy.
I have photo evidence.
You have evidence?
Yeah, he posed for the picture.
Send it over. Well, let's see this evidence. I don't believe you. No. I don't know.
My lawyer advised not to.
You don't have a lawyer.
I have a great lawyer.
What's your lawyer's name? I'll look him up right now.
Saul.
Thank you. All right, Lucas. You're a fucking riot here. You're funny, but I'm gonna have to let you go in case some other caller comes in. All right.
All right, if that's what you must.
Yeah. All right. Please.
Love you, Bug-Stomp.
All right.
Love you.
We love you too, Lucas.
All right, bye-bye.
He's a character.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. He's gonna be at the show.
Yeah, he will be
He's gonna be
apparently.
at the show. Maybe get a shout out. I don't know.
Maybe.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not. No. But interesting. He didn't want to open up. He's a very hard exterior.
Yes.
That Jake thing was concerning, but I think, I don't know. I don't want to get into that. This is not the time or place.
Yeah, 100%.
Probably not. What time is it, Andrew?
We've been rolling for about an hour 40.
Oh, fuck, really? Okay, we should probably wrap things up. We've been here for a fucking long time. Is there any last remarks? Is there anything else?
We're super excited for the album. We've been working really hard on it. There's a lot of great songs on it, and we hope everybody else enjoys it.
Probably
come to Soma.
That's probably the worst question. I just had a job interview, and they finished job interview. It's like, what are any final things you want me to say? And or you would want to say to me? And I literally just sat there first. I'm like, I mean, I'm working great. I like, fuck. And I'm just stuttering.
I had a good morning.
It's like, you know, I love this job, and and I'm just like, fuck. Why did you ask that? Fuck. So that was fucked up. That was the worst question.
No,
that
yeah,
was the first
but
question.
Truly, super excited about the album.
Yeah.
And that was today was a big day because realistically, we entered it.
Oh fuck! Never mind. Never mind. We got one more. We gotta say what's up.
Call from Cassidy.
This is a real person. Okay.
Hi.
Hey, thanks for calling into the Snooze Room. This is the host, Andre. I'm here with Bug-Stomp. All 4 of the members in the flesh. Say what's up, Bug-Stomp.
What's up?
What up?
No way.
We were just about to end the show, but we kept going. We just got your last-minute call, and we can't say no to that. Yes. So basically the way it works is, if you haven't called before, it's a podcast. It's going to be released next week, so you'll be able to see it on episode. So feel free to ask away if you have any questions or you just want to just get something off your chest. The floor is yours.
I think the drummer's kind of cute.
Yeah. We're getting a theme here.
No way, dude.
Is that Lucas?
It's Lucas. Lucas found his way back.
Oh, no. You sneaky fuck. What a fucking guy.
Bug-Stomp's the best band out there. Go ahead and listen to them in stores near you.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
All right. I get this guy out of here. Get this guy out of here.
Bye-bye, podcast.
Yeah. All right, end the fucking show. We're done.
That's raps.
Play the music. Play the music. Well, you heard the man. By the time you're seeing this, April 11th, that's coming up. That's Soma. Go check them out. Album release show. Is that the same night the album's releasing?
Yes.
So the album's going to be releasing the same night. Go to the show. Go home. Listen to the album. Wait a week. Speaking Explicit's got a show the following on April 19th. Spring kickoff show. Bug-Stomp's headlining that one too. So you kind of got to go to both. It's a done deal. Show, album, show. You know the drill. I think you guys can do it. All right. Good night. Go to sleep if you're not asleep already. Take your goddamn, take your schizophrenia pills. Get on your medication, all right? I'm worried about you. All right. Good night, people.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. This was fun.